What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to unbox the Funko Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game. That's right, the Funko Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game. You can actually find this at your local Barnes & Noble, other various places like that. And I want to point out right away that there is actually two Texas Chainsaw Massacre board games that came out this year. First, we have the Funko edition. And then Trick or Treat Studios is putting out their own Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game, which I do have on the way. It is currently en route, and when it gets here, we will unbox that one as well. This particular one is 2 to 5 players. Now, I know some board games like this require like 3 to 5 and up amount of players. At least this one's 2 to 5, so if you only got 2 people, you can still play this game. What's really interesting about the Trick or Treat Studios Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game is you can actually play one player with it, which I'm very, very curious about. One player. We're definitely going to be taking a look at that. But today, we have the Funko Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game, and we're simply going to unbox it and see what kind of stuff comes inside and all that good stuff. So let's get into it. All right, so here we go. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Slaughterhouse board game by Funko. It is 2 to 5 players. Okay, this is the box. On the back shows you all the contents basically and what it looks like when the game is set up for play. 3 Sawyer family figures. Oh yeah. And of course, you know, the argument about is their last name Sawyer? Is it Slaughter? Who knows? I'm going with Sawyer because that's what I'm used to. So that's all there is to that. But let's go ahead and open this up so I can show you guys what the contents look like. And I think opening this box is actually one of the coolest little presentations that they came up with. Okay, so let me get this lid off. How about that? Isn't that neat? Check this out. How cool is that, right? The game which you are about to play is an account of the tragedy which befell a group of 4 youths. It is all the more tragic in that they were young, but had they lived very, very long lives, they could not have expected nor would they have wished to see as much of the mad and macabre as they were to see that day. For them, an idyllic summer afternoon drive became a nightmare. The events of the day were to lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh man, that is cool when you open the box, and it's cool because this is actually a game board, okay? Folds open like so. Got some cool artwork on the back of it here. It's one of them kind of sectional ones here, so folds open like so. Pretty big game board. It is inside the house. This is inside the house here, okay? And that's what it looks like on the back. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Yes, that is the game board. That is the game board right here. Very cool. And then, as far as what the game entails, you do have, I think they call this the fear meter or something like that. And you have squares that go in based on, you know, the level of fear or whatever. Desperation meter or something like that. Next up we have a secondary board, which is the upstairs of the house. So there's a secondary board that represents the upstairs of the Sawyer farmhouse. Okay. There that is. And that too does have some artwork on it, which I will show you here. Pretty cool stuff. I have not played the game yet, in case you were wondering. Here's the victim, or the survivor pieces. They have to be punched out, of course, and put on little stands. All of these will get punched out. Okay. As you can see here, that's what those look like. Got old Grandpa there. And of course these are also going to have to be punched out. More parts and pieces to the game. Everything seems to have a back to it too as well, so that's cool. They do provide you with bags to put all those parts and pieces in once you get them all punched out of the cardboard. They do provide you with little bags to put all of that in, which is nice. These are the stands for the Survivor players. Okay. And then we have, these are the little squares that go in that desperation meter thing. And of course the Sawyer family figures, which we will take out. The hitchhiker. Actually, pretty cool detail on these little game pieces. The cook. There's the cook. And then, of course, Leatherface himself. Very cool. I think it would have been cool to have the Survivor pieces be plastic pieces like this as well, but hey, what are you going to do? The dice is quite interesting on this one. As you can see, these are the dice. Very interesting, but pretty cool. And then here we have what they call the Trespasser cards. And of course, oh yeah, that's right, they're called the Trespassers. Not the Survivors, they're called the Trespassers. What am I saying? But you also have the family cards right there. And on the back of them, that's kind of what those look like right here. Okay. Trespasser. Trespasser card. Looks like that. I'm very, very interested to play this. I have not played it yet. This is just an unboxing of the game and what comes with it. And of course we have a little meat fridge. Little meat fridge where things go. And there are, in fact, cards in there. Weapon cards, I think, and other various things. So that's the hammer there. Of course, you have item cards right here. Orange car. And a slew of other items. I mean, that's a stack right there. All kinds of items. Here we have desperation cards. Related to that chainsaw part that I showed you at the beginning here. All this stuff here. This injury counts as a body part that's not on your other injury cards. Okay. More player cards, playing cards, so to speak. Home sweet home. After a trespasser enters a new region, spend 2 to move a Sawyer to the red hallway. Free attack action. Okay. And all kinds of stuff there, which I'm not going to read right now. But yeah, so obviously these kind of help move and navigate the players around. And then last but not least in this box we have ways to play the game. I think these are different rules of like different ways you can play the game. Like burnt down, things happened here, I dare you, ransack. I think these are all different ways to play the game. And you have to pick one of these and that's how you're going to play it. And it tells you the setup for each one and how you play that particular mode, so to speak. Okay, so very cool, very, very cool. Like I said, I very much looking forward to actually playing this. There we go. How about that? All right, so there it is, the Funko Texas Chainsaw Massacre Slaughterhouse board game. I did not open everything up yet because I didn't want to have a big, huge mess laying around here, but have not played it yet, so I can't give you a review on how it plays or anything like that. This was simply an unboxing to see what it looks like inside. I really like the presentation when you open the box. But yeah, it looks, for all intents and purposes, looks really cool. Very much a strategy game, you know. And when you play 2-player, 1 player has to play as the entire Sawyer family. I think that's how it is no matter what. 1 player will play as the entire Sawyer family. But when you are only playing as one trespasser or survivor or victim, whatever you want to call it, when there's only 2 players and the other player is the trespasser, you actually have to operate 2 trespassers as 1 player. Okay, so that's how that works, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to find out. My wife and I are going to play it at some point here, and then I can come back and give you like an actual review on how the game plays. But yeah, just an unboxing and see what it looks like. Looks cool. Looks fun. It says 45 to 60 minutes allotted for play, so not bad at all there. So yeah, there you go. The Funko Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game. Like I said, when that Trick or Treat Studios one comes in, we'll unbox that one too and see what it looks like inside. But until then, there you go. With that said, I will catch you all down the road.